Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the next season of anime, being Winter 2021. As you may see, I put the tree in the background. It looks nice and festive. It's a sign that this has to happen. So, with that being said, I think we should get right to the view. I changed it up this time, made it look nice like I've been working for in a certain way. Boom. To the screen view. Currently we're just on Mal. I'll be looking at stuff through Mal of just the shows that I'll be airing. So yes, if you want to, you can go follow my Mal page. It doesn't really matter, but I always use it as like a resourceful tool for people. You know, you can know exactly what I've watched. So if you want to give me suggestions, better way to do it is like look through here and then make, you know, educated guesses for that. So, you know, I find this to be very useful, especially when putting in the stuff that I'm definitely going to, you know, go and watch. So I've already looked at some of the list already, just to get some ideas on it, really educate myself on certain ones I don't really know anything about. Still, I'm going to sound ignorant as hell like the first video, but yeah, we're going to look at the stuff and talk about what I'll be watching this season. I'll first start off going over to, well, we're currently on fall. We're right near the end of it. Most of the things I'm still watching, but there's like 1 or 2 episodes left. Maybe a little behind on some things because of damn school, but what can I do? And yeah, there's like a few shows I do need to mention because they will be rolling on because they are longer shows. One of them is Jujutsu Kaisen. It is going to be a 24 episode one. It's like become the big shonen title coming out. It's for the normies, you can say. But yeah, I'll be rolling in. I'm going to continue watching that through the season. As well as that, we have Higurashi, which I was completely ignorant to it. I'm like, oh, what is this thing? It was apparently a remake of something, you know, pretty big, and I didn't know it was a big thing before, but I sure do now. And I still have not watched any of its original source material, but I'm just watching this remake, and yeah, it's pretty good for something you can just watch without knowing the extent of it. And this is going to be, again, 24 episodes. The last show, which we don't really know the length of, is Salt Lily Bouquet. It just has a question mark for episodes. I know it has episode 11. They literally had a thing. Episode 11 is happening at the end of episode 10. So we'll know it's at least going on to the 18th. If that's the last episode. There's really no way to tell if this show, nonetheless, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. So however long it goes, I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm enjoying the heck out of the whole ride. So that is what's from fall that will be currently rolling over. But we're about to get into the new stuff, the real sauce, what it's really all about. And there's some big themes for this season in particular. One of them is second seasons, or, you know, continuations from the first season. You have Kiza, as usual, like the trashy light novel type stuff. That's one of the big things that always shows up. This, it's somewhat prevalent in, like, natural. And the third one, which is not as common, even though it's common when you look over all of anime, is your good old rom-com plots. We'll have a lot of rom-coms here. Stuff outside of that, though, it's really slim pickings from what I've seen. But getting into the list, the first thing on there is Attack on Titan, the final season. I have not watched any of Attack on Titan, so I will not be watching the final season. Simple enough. It's very hyped. 6.06. I know the third season second part had also like a similar 9. Like, people really hyped this show up. Will I ever watch it? Who knows? Hopefully at some point I can say I've watched it, but we won't know till it happens. That's all I really gotta say there. Next on the thing is The Promised Neverland's second season, which I am going to be watching it. I ended up feeling like, you know what, I want to watch some of the second seasons that are coming out. And I started going to watch some of the shows that are, happening on this season compared to, fall where I just skipped them all. I felt, alright, let's get to these second seasons. I may enjoy them. If I enjoy the first part, I'll check out the first part. Most of them won't be that long, won't be that bad of length. Of course, Promised Neverland was only 12 episodes to catch up with, so, I'm like, why not? Promised Neverland was great. I enjoyed it. It was a good old time. So, one of the things I really liked about it is it had a type of ending that just works for the series. Of course, there's still stuff that can keep going on and continuing to progress the show. And I'm going to be interested whether I like it or not. I was very satisfied with how, shut the ending could have been off just that first season. I feel that was like one of the things done very well. But there's other amazing great things. And this is a highly praised show for a bunch of good reasons. Will I become the crazy simp for the show? Not really. But I won't go denying that I enjoyed it. It's definitely a good watch. Hype-wise for this second season, I'm not too hyped, but I'm like, it'll probably be one of the things I watch and generally enjoy. It's not something I'm going to come to hate clicking on, like certain other shows I've decided to watch in the past. Moving off of that, we got Dr. Stone, Stone Wars, the second season. And yeah, I have not watched any Dr. Stone. Just the idea of it doesn't really appeal to me in a way. I'm into sciences, but the science plot's like, I don't want to see that in anime. Alright, I don't want to be thinking about science. That's what I go to college to think about the science. I don't want to go to anime that I'm thinking about more science. I don't know. That's me. I'm explaining horribly why I have not tried Dr. Stone. I should also give that defense that every, very popular action shonen that I've watched, I've come to not like. So I did not want to test the hypothesis so soon again by watching Dr. Stone. You can't blame me for that. I'm just going to skip this one, and I don't feel bad about it. Going down, we got something getting reincarnated as a slime. Let me look at the official name. I don't know why I can't put it at the top there. The time I got reincarnated as a slime. Alright, that's what it was called. Second season, and this will be part 1 because part 2 is separated. I don't know why they do that now, but that's how it is. So, this, I may want to go catch up with it. I don't know if it's going to be keys I end up liking. Sometimes I'm like, hey, this keys is pretty good. Other times I'm like, alright, this one is pretty trash. Haven't been appalled by many, I would say. At least I'm thankful for that. But, I do have some time. It starts up on the 12th. I'll have, a bit of time off from college at that point where I could go and watch a 24 episode show very easily so I could go catch up with this. Will I do so? I'm not sure. So I'm not making any promises if I'll watch this second season in particular. But for other ones on this list, ReZero, Starting Life in a New World, second season, part 2. I've got up with all of ReZero as of recently. I think I started the first season in December. I think I actually started the first season in November. Watched one episode, put it on hold because I had other things to watch, crap to do. Don't know why. It came back around December, started watching that. Recently, just very recently, I got that second season, part 1 done. And here we are now. I can watch it while it comes out. And I'm not going to be the super defender of the show. Oh my god, it's amazing. But what most people say, I generally, agree with. What the majority often says, Season 2, big progression. Season 1 was also very solid. One of the solid keys that just sticks out as just, well, it's not crap. I agree with mostly all those sentiments that often get said about this show. I'm just in full agreement with it. I'm not going to be, stand strong, defensive about this show. But overall, I'm somewhat hyped to actually watch this as it comes out. It's coming on I think Wednesdays or something. And it's going to be like the one show that airs on Wednesdays for me. So it's like, alright, my Wednesdays are going to be epic now. I got some ReZero to watch. So that's nothing to scoff at all. And one I'm actually quite excited for, a little bit scared about, I'll explain it a bit, is the quintessential quintuplets, second season. So I ended up watching first season pretty recently as well, probably around November at some point. And damn, I enjoyed it. I was really surprised, when you pitch the concept, oh yeah, it's going to be quintuplets and it's a harem, they're going to be competing for a guy. It's like, okay, this is going to be trash. No, it's actually pretty good. I enjoyed most of the moments. It actually had very good depth involved in it. Comedy. It's not like super heavy where it's like, man, they're trying like super hard to make these funny jokes. They try a little bit and they get that little bit of success that's actually desired from this show. Honestly, I very much enjoyed it. I was watching. It just puts a nice smile on the face. It's all you can ask for within a show. So it very much surprised me. And it looked really good. The animation was quite solid. One of my concerns is the animation. I know people have been memeing, why have they destroyed these girls' thighs? How dare they ruin the sanctity of it? How dare they? But beyond the memes, I don't know, the art style is definitely glaringly different, but you can't really pinpoint if you like it or not. It's kind of that weird type of situation where you don't know how you feel about it yet, and I very much agree to that sentiment. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm definitely interested to watch it, as I'm also going to be picking up the manga for it. I really do have a problem when it comes to a good harem show. I know, I've gone downhill since I started, haven't I? Continuing on, so this video isn't 10 years long, we have BStars' second season. I am big fat skipping this one. I tried season 1, I got to the end of episode 2, and I wanted to never watch BStars again. Yes, you heard that right. I'm not going to be that guy who's like, watch BStars, it isn't just furry crap. I'll be the opposite guy. I watched some of BStars, it is furry crap. But, in all seriousness, I think, like, a lot of the depth in which they were talking about, it was like, I don't think it's that strong. Like, it's there. It's okay. It isn't as good as many people preach it. And when people say it's not furry crap, there is some furry crap in there. There definitely is, the sprinkle. They put in some spice. They put a little bit too much for my taste, in particular, of the furry crap. It's still there. If you're trying to argue end of episode 2, it's not just a big old fat, dose of just emptying the jar of furry crap. I don't know what is. So I will go and try to give BStars a second chance. I'm not doing that anytime soon, and I don't care for a second season, just because of how 2 episodes I'm like, nah, I don't like it. A quick round. We have Log Horizon, season 3. Never watched the original Log Horizon, and I just know it's IPs that a lot of people like. Don't have much to say. Move immediately on. Cells at Work second season. Alright, I'm going to watch it. I don't know how much I'll enjoy it, because I did watch Cells at Work Season 1. I was very much not entertained. It was generally somewhat boring. I think one episode I'm like, this is pretty good. The rest of it I'm like, nah, I don't care for it that much. Conceptually, like the idea often. Like, it is supposed to be a comedy, and it's like the least funny thing ever, in my opinion. Some of the characters are like annoying as heck. Honestly, I don't like it that much. But you know, it's only 20 minutes a week, so let's just throw that in. Why not? Why not? You know, it's easy. It's free real estate. All right. And then we have, what is this show? It's a normie show. I know. It's right on the tip of my head. 7 Deadly Sins, season 4, I think. Yeah, season 4. I know everyone like shits on the animation of season 3. I've not experienced any of 7 Deadly Sins, and what I've heard of 7 Deadly Sins, I'm already like, well, I really do not want to watch this show. I will probably hate the heck out of it. Just from what people have explained. It's not even like I'm getting super biased sources in a sense. It's like when people just explain the characters, I'm like, oh wow, I hate that character trait. Moving on quite swiftly, we got Hormia? I don't know how to say it, actually. By Gloverworks. There we go, we're getting into what I said. You get the rom-com elements. This one is actually, from what I heard, very high praise by the manga, and since it's able to get that many people onto it, like, you know, before it's even airing, usually what I've seen pattern-wise is, you know, shows that are like first season, they'll rise up after, you know, it starts airing. So like this is already pretty high up in the ranks, so it's very impressive by that degree. I'm honestly interested. I don't know what makes this rom-com so special, but I'll be checking it out. I'm not against rom-coms by any sense. Absolute love is war fan here. I do have a problem when it comes to that series. So who knows? Maybe this will be the next addiction. This will be the next thing I'm injecting into my system at a horrible rate that will slowly decline me. Getting off that, we have Yuru Camp Season 2, or Laid Back Camp. I actually did watch the first season. It's okay. Start of it's a little bit weak. I actually thought it got a bit more funnier and charming towards the end of that season. And I definitely think this is one of those shows that works best as it's coming out, because it's just, you know, you sit down and this will just be chill moments. A chill 20 minutes. And that's all there is to it. Just get a nice calm. You know, you don't need 12 episodes of calm just immediately thrown at you. You want to be able to pace it out. You're going to have this at some point in your week. You just sit down, calm down, relax. You watch some Laid Back Camp and you're good, right? It's just nice and calm. You can think, I'm going to fail that paper, but you know what? These camping girls are kind of cute. Just let your mind go to rest and watch the show. I think this will be probably something I very much enjoy while it's coming out, more than I actually liked it when I binged it to catch up for this season. But, you know, whatever. I like camping. Camping is dope. The next series is Cells at Work, Code Black, I'm pretty sure. I think that's its name. Pretty much the difference with this one is it's a seinen instead of a shonen. So demographic wise, how it's adapted, it's like one of them is a whole lot darker. I think this one, it's just like the body, like the person who's running the body that all the cells are in is just alcoholic smoker, just has all the, you know, horrible things to do to yourself under the sun, just have it there. And this shows the chaos and has it more less uncensored compared to like the shonen version. So I don't know, maybe this will be the type of cells at work that I actually desire. I really can't tell. I'll give it a shot because why not? As well, getting into the next thing, we have a series name I cannot pronounce. I'm not even going to try, but I'll just call it by what its synopsis has as Jobless Reincarnation. And pretty much, I read the synopsis. It really doesn't give justice to, I think, what the series is actually going for. It makes it sound like, a trashy harem in a sense. Don't know who wrote this synopsis in particular, but I don't know, this, from like its advertising stuff, it looks like it's going to be like a very serious Aikiza series where it's really focusing on these good elements. Is it going to have like a big forced comedy element attached in? It's just going to think of like a epic adventure and really just put that there. Nothing like trying to put a unique twist to make this stand out from the rest. Not trying to be cheesy, not just trying to follow the formula. Just, something that's very solid. I know one of my friends is actually pretty hyped for this one. When I was talking about shows coming out in 2021, he was like, bro, I can't wait for this one. So hopefully he enjoys it. Hopefully I enjoy it. That's how I think about it. Getting on to the next one, another Aikiza. As I said, there is going to be a good few of them. You got So I'm a Spider, So What? I ain't going to judge, but I'll be judging the show. I heard it's going to be 2-core. It doesn't have like the date set on here, but I don't know. Light novel covers look pretty cool. Its trailer didn't really entice me that much, but I do want to give it a try. I definitely want to give it a try. See if it's able to hook me as Aikiza. I don't know if its gimmick is actually going to be very much to its benefit or something I'm like, I don't care for. Who knows? We'll all see as it comes out. I will be checking out the show, and I'll be able to tell you about it in future videos. Alright, ooh, this is one of the interesting ones. I think this is also called Redo the Healer. So yes, I've heard about the show and not in good ways. I think it was in the Anime Man. Yeah, the Anime Man made a video just on how like effed up this thing is, and then he was talking, oh yeah, it's getting an anime adaptation. If they go with what this source material was having, everyone will be freaking out. It will be like worse than the Goblin Slayer episode 1 scene. I have watched Goblin Slayer. I'm fine with that episode 1. It's fucked up, but it's for good purpose in a sense of its storytelling. It makes sense why they did the effed up stuff. But how it was explained in that video in particular, which I'm referring to, it's like, no, yeah, this is just like it's significantly worse. So yeah, often when something is that brutal and messed up, I really hate something. I think a good example is like Gaunts and stuff similar. The one example I have is Inuyashiki. I really, really despise Inuyashiki. I think it is disgusting and appalling. I know, don't have a censor on material, but there's stuff where I'm like, alright, that is too gruesome in my opinion. It does not have any effect towards its storytelling, and I wouldn't be able to justify in my mind, and I end up hating the series because of it. This may be another case. This may be something I'd put as at a 1, have to drop and have to absolutely rant in a later video. But we'll try it. We're going to I'm going to dip my toes in the water and see if they freeze off. From what I've heard, they will. I'm a little bit scared, but pray for me, guys. Pray that I come back alive. Alright. Quick round. World Trigger 2nd season. Never watched the first World Trigger. I thought about catching up with it, but Jesus Christ, it's way too long. Not happening. Don't even know that much about it. No Biori Non-Step. This is season 3 for it. I don't even know what the first season's about, really. I ain't particularly intrigued. So I can easily just skip by that. Oh, this is the next lineup that I do actually have some stuff to talk about. We have good old a dungeon that only I can enter. I think I got that correct. It's Ikiza, I think. I think it's Ikiza, the person. Or it's just a magical world. I think this one's just a magical world. And yeah, it's just a garbage, ecchi plot. That's all there is to it. Yeah, that's all I've heard. I've only heard that. You can look at the trailer. You can see. Yep, it's that. I'm going to try it. Hopefully, it doesn't have me bored. If it has me bored, I'll just drop it and actually save myself some time in my life. If it's at least intriguing enough, even if absolute trash, I guess I'll continue watching it. Going on quickly, getting through this list. I'm really not. People do these videos quicker, but what can I say? We have the low tier character Tomizaki Kun. Again, rom-com thing. I don't have much to say. I really just have to say it's rom-com. Usually the spin isn't that much that I should explain it in the synopsis. Like, you know, there's certain rom-coms that have that significant difference to them that you have to explain. A lot of them is like, it's a rom-com. It's a rom-com anime. What do you expect? You're going to get some jokes, hopefully. You're going to get some romance elements. That's what's going to happen. Jesus Christ, why is my heater turning on? That's annoying as heck. Hopefully it gets turned off. It's probably not. Fuck my life. Oh, man. Alright, back to it. Good old heaters. They're fun, aren't they? Whatever. You guys enjoy my content if you're watching this far. Next show is Kimono Jiken. I don't think it has an easier name. That's literally what I would have to go with if I wanted to cite this show. Hopefully I get used to it. Maybe. I don't know. This one's a very interesting one in comparison to like the rest of stuff that's currently airing, as this is a typical like shonen type of action thing, supernatural, you know, that type of degree of stuff. And we don't have any of that going on this season besides Jujutsu Kaisen, which is, yeah, it's kind of that. But this, I want to give it a shot. I think this one will definitely rise up the ranks. It was actually way lower down before. I think someone started talking about it. It did actually rise up a good bit. This will be probably, if I had to make a bet, if I'm betting money, which I'm not, the biggest watch shows, not looking at second seasons, we're going to have Horiyama, this, and if I had to make the last guess, I think enough people will jump on this to hype this up. And I think this will actually be some good stuff. And I think those will be the most hyped, like, original stuffs from the season. The rest of the stuff will be somewhat below it, to some degree. I think it'll be kind of even playing field on some of them. Some of them will absolutely get, like, ignored, and I do know that. But this one, definitely interesting. We have this main character. He kind of looks average, but there's going to be a lot of other characters. We'll see how interesting it is. I don't know how to feel about it immediately, but it's the most unique. So it will probably be the nice, fresh breath of the season. So I won't be complaining about watching this. Hopefully it's good. Alright. Bogano, Stray Dogs, Juan. Frickin' Juan shows. Just like the mini character. It's weird. I don't like them. Why is this one so high? Usually those sit at the bottom. This one isn't going to increase in people clicking to putting it on their list. This one's going to burn in hell. It's oh, bro, the trailer was bombed to hell with dislikes. This is a Crunchyroll original. and it is garbage looking. Absolute garbage. Oh, it's so unimaginably garbage. This poster, right, it looks alright. It looks fine. The actual material itself is freaking horrid. Horrid. I haven't seen something that disgusting. It actually kind of makes... I think any animator who has any sense of quality would want to vomit when seeing this and saying, oh, this is anime. It's to the same degree of like Ruby, but Ruby is looking like Studio Orange in comparison. That's all I need to say. That's how I explain this. And there's going to be an ecchi element as well? It's going to be ecchi? Oh no. With that horrible anime. Oh no. This will be awful. I'm not going to torture myself for this one. I'm skipping it. I have self-respect, guys. I am not watching X-Arms. It's too bad. It's so freaking bad. Oh man. Going on to probably bad, but whatever bad, is suppose me trying to remember the light novel names. It's like, bro, I have to guess so many words in the correct order. Suppose a kid from the last dungeon went to a small town boonies or something. Suppose a kid from the last dungeon boonies moved to a starter town. Question mark. I don't know what happens. I guess I'll have to watch it and see. It looks like, you know, your average magic element show. It's supposed to be a comedy. You know, with comedy, either it's funny or it's not. And that's probably one of the saving grace for the comedy, like Isekai Magic Realm shows. It's like, if it's at least funny, you know, if you're getting a good chuckle out of it every once in a while, it really isn't that bad. That was definitely the case with Boofery. Boofery was actually hilarious and, you know, kind of was on the same kind of concept. This, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it fares. I'll be giving this one a shot as well. Alright. Continuing on, we have a skateboarding thing. I don't want to try that much sports anime. I don't know. I'm not in the mood to try sports anime. And yeah, I did get suggested a sports anime. I will be watching that one in particular. And that will be my first sample of sports anime. Until then, I'm not going to try sports anime beyond that. And just moving on quickly, we have Ursakai Picnic, or like, I think it has a better English name, Other Side Picnic. So it actually, it's a Yuri. It does have that shoujo AI. That, I think that means Yuri usually. Yuri plot. If you actually translate it to what it often is. So I've not really watched a, you know, dedicated Yuri show. I was trying one last season. I did say, you know what, screw it, let's try one. I put it on hold after the first episode. I was just not gravitated to click towards it. I will try it. I will try and finish it. Unless it's bad, then I'll just drop it and just be like, I don't know. But this one actually has, like, you know, a supernatural ghost, like otherworldly supernatural element. Sci-fi, adventure, mystery, fantasy. Also go along with Yuri. So maybe this is the better way to sample Yuri. Maybe the slice of life Yuri that just heavily focuses on the Yuri is probably not suggestible for someone who has never had that sip of the Yuri tea. But maybe this will, you know, slide me gradually into those elements. I'm like, okay, maybe I like it. Or maybe I learn I just don't like Yuri. Who knows? I'll be trying this out because why not, man? Why not? It actually looks pretty decent. Continuing on, we have more sports and like idol shows. We have like a bunch of them. There's this Black Arrow thing. It looks so basic. I don't even want to try. This fantasy, I don't know. I don't feel like it either. There's like a few more left that I really need to talk about. Wonder Egg Priority. There's literally no synopsis. The only thing you can really know is this character. Apparently it's a slice of life. It showed that in the advertisement. The advertisement didn't have too much. It was like, alright, this is the character. It kind of showed a little bit what the animation looks like to a certain degree. Kind of just at least the look of the show. But, like, banner-wise, Wonder Egg Priority does stand out. You know, that just big yellow, it's just very just out there. There's literally just not much information. I'm assuming we'll get some later. But, you know, I did wait very long to actually go and record this. You know, it's still in December. There's still time to reveal information about a lot of these things. Change banners, who knows. But yeah, it's just literally has no information, but I'm kind of interested. This character, this main character, she looks cute, whatever. I can see following her for a show, I don't know, 12 episodes. I can see myself doing that. Moving on, there's this other thing, Orphan, Season 2. I know my friend really didn't like Orphan, so I'm not compelled to watch, you know, either. I think the last thing I'm probably pretty compelled, it's one of the more strange ones, Tetsubo Design Boo, or Heaven's Design Team. I don't know. So apparently it's just on, like, you know, a comedy just based on, like, designing animals to go onto Earth and stuff. And, you know, they're just going to make jokes on, like, realistic things, I would assume. Joke on why animals look so dumb. And that would be, like, the concept of the show. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. You know, comedy is very subjective, so it's either I'm going to think the show is actually quite funny and enjoy the heck out of it, or I'm like, the jokes are failing, show's bad. Who knows? The advertising for it, conceptually, I think, oh, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Not my favorite idea conceptually, but probably one of the more interesting ones. So, yeah, I'll be watching this, trying it out to see if I get the funny ha-has. I think the last... Oh, there's two more. Okay. This is Dr. Ramen... I don't actually know how you pronounce that. Because I don't know how the language works. Dr. Something's Mysterious Disease Specialist. I'm surprised this wasn't put as like a comedy. Apparently it's shown in Psychological Supernatural. So people have these weird diseases. I thought it would be a comedy and how weird these diseases end up being, but we'll see how it works out. There's just weird ass diseases that's going to happen. This person's going to cure it. It doesn't look that interesting from the start of it, but you know, I'm going to try it out. Sometimes things surprise you, alright? Sometimes you get blindsided and you're like, oh crap, this is amazing. So I don't really want to miss that. This can have the possibility of doing so. I don't know. Man, who could tell? So I'm going to watch it, going to give it that fair shot. Last one, Project Scarred. That's not even just like, you know, name that hasn't been removed. That's actually like what it's supposed to be. Scar on the Praetor. I don't know what it is. Apparently it's like a kind of police weird action where I think they fight with the abilities of their tattoos. I don't know what this is. I don't know this crap, but I'm sure going to watch it and see what is it. Animation wise, it actually looked pretty decent, so you know, at least it's going to have that going for it. At least I can be like, oh, this looks good. So I don't really know anything of the elements. I don't know. I really have nothing to explain this one. I just wanted to give this one a shot. Yeah, I think that is it. There's like a bunch of other things that are happening. More like idol shows. This is straight hentai. This is like a weird mecha. I could pick this up. I don't know. People say good things about it. I'll pick that one up. Yeah, more idol stuff. It's just a bunch of idol stuff, man. weird things. And then there's like a Netflix thing, something that I think will be just straight out on Netflix in Japan, so it means it all comes out one day. So it won't be something I'll watch as it comes out, of course. But apparently February will have this. I know it's based off some of the manga where I've heard one of my friends reviewed it. I don't know much about the concept, but pretty much it's very vague. It's just these people have to fight for their lives, and they're in this situation where they're on rooftops and there's bridges. You don't get that much information. The main characters don't get that information. They're like trying to figure out why everything's happening. So yeah, the concept is as vague as what the main characters actually know themselves. So, you know, fair frickin' enough. I think that's it. I think I can end the video here. I think I have talked about every show that I needed to talk about. So yes, thank you guys so much for sitting here, watching this, enjoying it, hopefully. Hope you liked the video. Hope you enjoyed it. See you guys. See you guys in the next video. Probably on Christmas for you guys. What a treat. Alright. Goodbye.